Hello everyone, it is Darkseeker here again. Welcome back for another video. Now last year, you may recall, I played a golden Murloc Shaman deck and I had incredible luck with it. Great RNG, golden Murlocs seem to win me more games. So this year we're revisiting the Murlocs, but not all of them are in golden form. And Unite the Murlocs, which is a new inclusion here for me. I didn't play it last year. Unite the Murlocs is not in golden form, but we're going to give it a try. Now, I was skeptical about this card because it costs 1 mana and you play it on turn 1. That means that unless you have the coin, you are not developing a body on the board on turn 1. Murloc Tidecaller, Mermy, Sir Finley, even Toxfin. But just getting something onto the board on turn 1 can be so important, particularly if you're going up against another aggressive deck. But we're going to give Unite the Murlocs a chance because Soda, who we're going to thank for this deck, seems to think it's a good inclusion. This deck plays Scargil, and actually Scargil goes very well with Unite the Murlocs because once you complete the quest and you get Mega Fin, you play Mega Fin, you fill your hand full of Murlocs, you can then play Scargil, and of course all of your other Murlocs, because of Scargil, will cost 1 mana. So you can then have an absolutely massive turn where you go super wide on the board with Scargil and loads of Murlocs that are cheap. So I guess that's one positive of Unite the Murlocs. There is 1 copy of Devolve in this deck. I would argue that maybe 2 copies are needed if you're going up against lots of Warlocks with Void Lords. But anyway, let's give this deck a try now on the Wild Mode ladder. And we're starting out against a Mage.
You asked for it.
For Doomhammer.
So this is an almost all golden deck. Most of the cards are golden, not all of them. Okay, so we have the quest. We have Finley. Now, kind of a reflex action there. Just play the quest because it's available. If it's Secrets Mage, I would worry about Counterspell being played. And so maybe I want to get the quest out there as quickly as possible. However, maybe the correct play was Finley on 1 into Rockpool Hunter on 2. And play the quest later. Or not care about the quest. Alright, let's see what hero power we get. The Mage hero power is fantastic. We certainly do not want life tap. Because we just get burned down then. So we've played out most of our hand. We're beating him in terms of board presence. We're wary that the Rockpool Hunter may get pinged down here as 1 health. But then maybe he's not developing anything else.
We have many secrets.
Oh no, develops Kirin to a Mage. And a secret. But he ignores the Rockpool Hunter. We will take that. Seems decent. So 1 health Rockpool Hunter that did not get pinged down, killing a 4/3 is good value in my book. Potentially worried about duplicate there, but it wasn't duplicate. I don't think we'd have felt pretty good about giving him 2 Kirin Tor Mages. Flame Ward is fine. Halfway through the quest. So we give him a Murloc here. Ah. Explosive runes? Sure. If we ping, we're mana efficient. But pinging means we're not developing. Now, Scargil is in hand, but I'd really like to combo Scargil with my quest completion. Or to at least find a underbelly angler to go with Scargil. Two more Murlocs to complete that quest. With a 5-5 on board, it feels like we're in slight danger of falling behind now. Maybe I should have played Scargil on that board, rather than being greedy and holding him back. Alright, so we commit. Complete the quest. And, one cost Mega Fin. Well, that's pretty good value. And if Scargil sticks on the board, I think we just win the game outright. So many glorious Murlocs in our hand. Although, they're not golden, which is a bit annoying. We're actually nearly dead here. That was a misplay. I was a little too obsessed with killing off his minion, and now my Murlocs are expensive again. Whoops-a-daisy. Oh well. Getting lifesteal here I think is pretty important. Maybe we'll discover Scargil again. No such luck.
Always little time.
Charge the face. Yeah, seems good. Okay, this is a very close game now. I wonder if my little misplay there would have cost me. Fireball to the face. Okay, things just got a little bit more interesting with the Mega Saw. We don't want stealth. And we don't really want to fill the board with plants either. Oh. Ouch. But the lifesteal here, pretty good. We want to make sure we get the last bit of health there. Missed a bit of damage, potentially, but doesn't matter. We've popped the block, which is the key thing. Okay, well, doesn't play second ice block. Okay, so that last game against Secrets Mage was incredibly close. A couple of my plays were a bit off. It was my first game with this deck. So to improve my luck, to improve my RNG, to improve my plays, let's craft the entire deck in golden form. Let's get those missing cards. So Mermy there, in golden form, feels good. Unite the Murlocs. Do we really want to craft that in golden form? Fish Flinger. I don't know how I feel about giving my opponent a Murloc. Because there are some good Murlocs that can help them get back into the game, potentially, right? So the next card that we want to craft in golden form is Call in the Finishers. Okay. And just make sure we put that into our deck. Okay, so the final card is the quest. Do I really want to throw away my dust on this? Because we'll get golden megafin, right? So yeah, it is worth it. Okay. So hopefully now, with Golden Quest and a full-on golden deck, and we just get rid of the original, make back a little bit of our dust, but hopefully now, with a full-on golden deck, we'll do a little bit better. Okay, going up against a Paladin here, keeping the quest, keeping a 1-drop, keeping a 2-drop, and notice I kept everything is awesome. What I'm hoping is that I can go wide on the board early, be somewhat uncontested, play everything is awesome, and win the game. That's what I'm hoping for. Not sure if it'll work out that way, but we'll see how it goes. Alright, this is Mech Paladin. Mech Buff Paladin. So, we beat the Secrets Mage in our first game with this deck. Let's see if in our second game we can beat the Mech Paladin. Because that will be a real test for this deck. Secrets Mage and Mech Paladin are two of the premier decks on Wild. Two of the strongest decks on Wild. So if we can beat those two decks, then we know that this deck is pretty good. Now our plan of going wide on the board and playing everything is awesome. Maybe it's going to work out.
Can I help you, sir?
And look, he's trading.
Let me get that.
He's not going face. We're still at 30 health on turn 4. That's pretty good going. Because usually by this point, you know, they're halfway towards killing you after magnetising their mechs. But we have control of the board, which is pretty amazing. And we're making progress towards quest completion, so that's going to be eventually a hand refill for us. So a bit more firepower to go up against the mechs. Alright, trading one minion for another. I'll take it. Okay, so we are one Murloc away from completing that quest. And now, I don't think he gets back into the game, and it was certainly worthy of an emote. Although, Snip Snap could help him out significantly because of the death rattle, but there's Everything is Awesome. And a healing totem, that's massive, absolutely massive. Now, we don't have lethal here, but do we want to go all face? Just push the damage? I don't think so. Seeing mechs on board really scares me because of the ability to magnetize those mechs, to combine them, and do crazy shenanigans. That really, really scares me. Now I have the healing totem available, so do I want to take advantage of that? I think I do. Do I want to kill off the 2/1/1s and then go face? Or do I want to kill the second Snip Snap? No, we'll leave the second Snip Snap alive. Oh, he trades. We still have the board, we still have the healing totem.
Access denied.
Access denied?
Can I help you, sir?
And can I help you?
Let me get that.
Well, Jeeves could be beneficial for us. But I suspect that with the hand refill that is soon to occur, we don't really need Jeeves.
I don't have enough mana. I don't have enough mana.
Oh, 4 mana. Damn.
I don't have enough mana.
Ah, dear. Yeah, there is zero reason to leave that Jeeves up. We do not want him benefiting from it. And our board has now grown. It's got a bit wider.
The victory.
Yeah. That poisonous Murloc would have taken care of anything big that he would have played. Okay, so does Murloc Shaman. With the quest, Unite the Murlocs. I think this deck is fine to play. I was skeptical about the quest at the start, but the value it can give you in terms of a hand refill from Megafin, I think is pretty good. And against, aggressive decks, if you've been trading card for card, Murloc for mech, playing Megafin and refilling your hand can actually give you the ammunition and firepower just to turn the game around and regain control of the board again. Because your card draw in this deck is limited. I mean, you have Ice Fishing, you have one copy of it, but other than that, there's no other card draw. I mean, Fish Flinger puts something into your hand, sure, but Megafin coming down on the board is a full hand refill, and that is such a big deal. That is not to be underestimated in terms of the value. But I do still understand the argument that says that playing the quest on turn 1 is a bad play because you're not developing a minion. Now, my automatic reflex is to play the quest on turn 1 just because I can. What I need to learn to start doing, perhaps, is holding back on the quest, playing a Tidecaller or Mermy or Finley, playing one of those on turn 1 and then re-evaluating what my situation is on turn 2, because hopefully I have Rockwool Hunter on 2 to buff the turn 1 Murloc. That gets me control of the board, more than likely, and then maybe on turn 3 I can play the quest and then steamroll from there. So maybe that is an alternate strategy that I need to think of, ensuring that I develop a body on the board on turn 1 instead of the quest. Okay, thank you very much for joining me, everyone. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. This video is evidence that if you craft your Murlocs in all golden form, you win more games and you beat the top tier meta decks that are on the ladder. This is my conclusion after only 2 games. Yes, such a big sample size of games to go on there. But anyway, have fun, if you have the Murloc cards, try them out. If anyone's got any alternate decks that they think are successful with Murlocs, post the deck codes in the comment section below and maybe I can give them a try. So, thanks for joining me everyone, and I will see you all next week for another WoW video. Best of luck to all of you on the WoW mode ladder. See you all very soon.